When that phrase, we need the votes of the Bolsonaristas, even if we're not Bolsonaristas, well, that's how it is. SBT also looks at what happened. Metropolis ended up announcing that President Bolsonaro might give an interview on the 23rd, and now, tomorrow will be President Bolsonaro's interview. That is, if he doesn't get hospitalized, because it's a real mess. We know Moraes is involved in the whole situation, so maybe it could happen tomorrow. And SBT is trying to pull a fast one. Fábio Faria went to ask Alexandre de Moraes for authorization to get the interview before Metropolis. In other words, now Bolsonarism is useful to them. They're trying everything to see if they can revive the station, because it was completely ruined, since 80% of their audience was from people on the right. The left has always abhorred SBT, now they're desperate. So much so that several videos are already circulating out there. This lack of audience is already causing fear of layoffs. Several people unemployed right at the beginning of the year. I'm going to show you the video here. It's amazing. Smash that like button. We're kicking off the week strong with plenty of news on the channel. Paia Filho, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Come be a part of our family here on the channel. Guys, I need to share this with you. I'm putting it here in several videos because it was a total success. We're showing here in several situations how to lose weight in an easier way, totally natural, without having to resort to those weight loss products. Those questionable things, pens and such, that we inject into our bodies, situations that sometimes make us scared. I lost 18 kilos. 18 kilos, you can see it in the images. Look at my face, the way it is today. Look at my face here and all. Just so you have an idea, today this shirt is extra large. I always used to wear it like this and all. Now it's super loose, the shorts I'm wearing, I love wearing these kinds of shorts. Guys, look here, look here. It greatly improved my quality of life. Sometimes we start slacking off and we end up gaining weight. And when we realize it, things have already gone too far. Slim Fever is simple. It's a powder, an appetite suppressant. Super tasty for you to take. It's a little powder. You take it, put it in water. Look, it's that simple. And it's delicious. It's delicious. Super refreshing. Just stir it. My friends, look. Look, just real quick. Appétit suppressant. It's tasty. It tastes like orange juice, like tang, you know? Especially here in Rio Preto, where it's hot and it's even refreshing. It made a huge difference in my life. I managed to lose all that weight. So, I'll tell you, my friends, it was much easier than I thought. If I can do it, if I did it, look, you can do it too. It's a great opportunity to lose weight in a healthy way, right, my friends? We have to use these costly and often questionable products and be able to have a much better quality of life, right? Even much better self-esteem. The link for you to check out this product is right below the video, in the description box. Don't miss the opportunity. It made a difference in my life. It will make a difference in yours too. The link is right here below. Take a look. Here, she's one of the directors, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Daniela Bravanel and so on. SBT reached the lowest ratings in its history in December, after hosting Lula and Alexandre de Moraes at an event. We are still witnessing the total downfall of this network after we offended. And look here, the news from December 21st, yesterday, folks, already circulating. It's in this situation, my friends. It's a lower rating than usual, with the audience being measured. You saw yesterday on Gustavo Lima's live stream, while he was getting over 500,000 people watching on YouTube. On YouTube, you can't lie. The person started the live stream, and you can see the numbers live. While SBT had only 16,000 people watching, just 16,000. A total failure. I'll say it here, we're not happy to make videos like this. No, I'm not. But the truth has to be shown to the Brazilian people. Until yesterday, we thought we were part of the SBT family, but today we know that we were never part of anything. They just wanted, just like they do with President Bolsonaro, they just wanted our audience and nothing else. They never showed us any affection. There was nothing at all. Of course, except for Silvio Santos. But that's the thing. The legacy left by a father is often not carried on by his children. The father often builds that huge fortune from years ago, because that's how it used to be, right? Many fortunes were made, accomplished that way. The father works himself to death, dedicating and fighting, but when he dies, he leaves everything to his children. What happened at SBT happens. They don't have that drive the father had, so they leave it in the hands of relatives. In the case of Silvio Santos' daughters, they ended up leaving the station that Silvio Santos worked so hard for. In the hands of Fábio Faria, in the hands of a politician, in the hands of someone who, before being with President Bolsonaro, was a nobody. Him, his family, his father, all of them there in Rio Grande do Norte. Fábio Faria, he was always known for dating people, famous women, not for working with the people, but for dating famous people. It's a fact that's from many years ago. Fábio Faria was always known for dating models, television hosts, but never for having done absolutely anything for the people. Then suddenly, you take that network, whose history we all know, and hand it over to a guy like this. As I said yesterday, he called Flávio Bolsonaro, telling him, "I don't want you to come to SBT. Lula and Alexandre de Moraes, our idols, our heroes, will be here. Don't show up here, Flávio." Then they took Flávio to Ratinho's show and all that. Flávio is very humble. President Flávio is very humble and all that. And he went. But next year, when Flávio Bolsonaro wins the election process, and he will win, Captain Flávio, then Fábio Faria will want to be friends again. Then Fábio Faria will send a message saying, "No, now I want you, Flávio, come." More people. Silvio Santos had several daughters. Can't you guys take control of things? It's your father's company. Will you let Fábio Faria run it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's too much of an insult and things are happening. Why do they want it now, huh? SBT asks to interview Bolsonaro. Amid tensions with the right, SBT sent a request to Minister Alexandre de Moraes to interview President Jair Bolsonaro. It was supposed to be today, depending on everyone's availability. Why did they go there? Do I have to be honest? Some of you here might disagree. Not everyone is a journalist, but there are many journalists at Metropolis who have been doing a good job. Paulo Capelli, who had been chosen by President Bolsonaro, Paulo Capelli from Metropolis. I'm always passing by here. SBT tried to undercut Paulo Capelli, tried to undercut this journalist, who is always reporting things about President Bolsonaro. About Eduardo, about Flávio. Yes, I always show it here. In a totally sneaky way. SBT does that, I don't think they'll make it. No, I don't think so, Fábio Faria. Now, the right is good. In the document, the broadcaster claims that the interview aims to address topics considered to be of relevant public interest. As for the left, you want to interview Bolsonaro, to take him down, to be able to do activism for the left, because now you are already seen as a left-wing channel. The request follows strong right-wing criticism of SBT after the SBT news launch event. The right wing, my friends. Research has proven this. It's the majority of this country, conservatives too. We are more than 70 speaking in low numbers, They are going to regret it so much because of everything they're doing against us. We will remember when Fábio Bolsonaro officially becomes president of this country. We won't forget everything they're doing to us. You can be sure nothing will be forgotten, nothing will be forgotten. We will remember every day here, everything that is being done in these current times. Brazil will be cleaned up. Yes, yes, this will be a blessed nation. Yes, by our Father. It already is, but Heavenly Father writes straight with crooked lines. When it was Bolsonaro, when we had an honorable, honest, upright president, Heavenly Father, I believe he thought, so I am giving you the best. You still want the one allied with. You want a P2 breath, so I will give it. Now, people are starting to realize what it's like to have an honest president. It really makes a difference in our lives. It really does. Look at the ordeal SBT has been going through. People are already sharing a great video here from our friend.
SBT is ending the year now by laying off 400 employees, and that's why SBT News has ended. Before it started, it was a dream of Zabravanel to have an SBT News so it could become a broadcast television channel. It remained on cable, if it was even on cable at all. Even asking for help from Novededo, even asking for help from Zando and Kanja, Zabravanel still failed. But there's something here we missed. We on the right, it's been a long time since these girls have been cheating and tossing us aside. Besides the whole story about the daddies she hired, they hired the on-call feminists, the leftists. Raquel, this one is unbearable. I mean, Amanda, right? Raquel too, but this Amanda here is unbearable, a leftist nutcase.
Yeah, all of them too, right?
There's the lid. He was hired by the SBT group. Did you all forget that? And here, look, only leftists. They've been selling out and shifting for a while now, taking SBT to the left. Then, of course, there was that peak with Lula, Zando, and Janja, and of course, they lost all the right-wing audience. And now they're going to have mass layoffs. I think it's not enough people. Globo has always been demonic, always showing its opportunistic side, always siding with whoever is in power except the right wing. The fake right-wingers stayed in power, but SBT betrayed them. It's just like Kaze Television. Everyone on the right used to watch Kaze Television football on Kaze Television, which was the alternative to not watching it on Grupo Globo. Then Kaze Television hires a guy from Globo just to make a fuss about the searches and seizures at Bolsonaro's house, remember? They lost more than 1 million people. And then what happens? Globo came and put GE Television on for the last game, just so you have an idea. Kaze Television hit 4 million, GE Television hit 4 million simultaneous views, while Kaze stayed at 800,000 because the right wing left. Sorry, but it's better to walk with an enemy knowing who he is than to walk with a fake friend. It's much worse. You never know when a Brutus will appear in life. See, got hurt, closed off, it's shutting down. It's 2 years before SBT gets sold. Wanna bet with me? Trust me, 2 years.
What our friend said here is a reality. It's a reality. Many times, it's better for you to walk with an enemy. And also know, right, who your enemies are than to walk with a fake friend. That's what SBT was doing to us. We were walking side by side. We even watched Patricia. Yes, we watched Celso Portillo. Look, it has nothing to do with that, right? But unfortunately, the little mouse there, the one I like the most, is the little mouse. I feel a lot of affection, even though I've had the little mouse for years and don't know it. I bet, I hope, I believe it's not the little mouse. At least he always seemed like one of us, right? But I've been following Ratinho since I was leaving childhood and entering adolescence. Just so you have an idea, no. I always tell Ratinho's story. He was a journalist from Paraná. He used to do a show, if I'm not mistaken. It was called Cadeia or something like that, many years ago. I started following Ratinho in '92. I remember it like it was today because I always liked him a lot. I got into journalism inspired by Ratinho. I went to journalism school inspired by Ratinho. I've always loved the way he does journalism. I like that kind of show. It's popular, but I like it, I really do. And back in the day, when he did police shows, I worked as a police journalist on the radio. I did it for many years. I, Lucas Gomes, was a street reporter, hanging out at the police station doors and all that. Inspired, so you can see its impact on our lives, he hosted the show Cadeia. I loved it. It was a really big deal when he was hired by Record, because first he went to Record and he stayed there for years. Globo tried everything to take him down because he would destroy the ratings of Jornal Nacional, and it was unthinkable for anyone, any network, to ruin Jornal Nacional's ratings. Ratinho did it, and then he ended up going to SBT, so it's a show, but unfortunately, it's not possible anymore, except maybe like SBT. Silvio Santos' daughters are a challenge, but there's one I'll make a video about. One of Silvio Santos' daughters, who is the bravest, Silvia Bravanel. I'll make a video here about her taking charge and removing Fábio Faria. Come on, Silvio, it didn't work. Hey, come on, are you gonna keep being a handyman? That's better. Just keep fixing light bulbs at your house, make a little money and stay there. But don't destroy my father's transmitter. Let's hope. We have a big heart. We know how to forgive, but only if you're honest with us so we can really see that it's from the heart. I'll be honest, I'm not proud of making videos against SBT because it was always here for you. Maybe SBT doesn't mean anything to you, but we truly loved you from the heart. It even gives me goosebumps. We truly loved you. It was a betrayal. I hope you regret it. I really do.